Welcome to Everyday Coding. This is part 14 of Cloud Storage Access through REST API. In this video, we are discussing on Google Drive API using JavaScript. Basically, this is a part 2 video. In part 1, we have seen project overview, basically functionality, features and technology that I am using in my application. And this is a basically JavaScript based application. Using this application, I have accessing Google Drive API. In part 2, that means this video, we will see configuring Google Developer Console for Google Drive API application. So I just close my presentations and go to my browser. You can see this particular application. When you click on this particular login button, you are redirecting this particular user panel. So I am already logged in my Gmail account, cloudstorage.everydaybecoding@gmail.com. That's why I'm not putting my user ID and password, because all those informations are already included within a browser cookies. So my application read those browser cookies and automatically authenticate it. This is a JavaScript based application and this is a user panel. I have divided this particular user panel into a 3-part. Left panel, you can see Google Drive logo and logout button, and right panel, that means upper right panel, you can see folder navigation structure, and lower right panel you can see all Google Drive files and folders. First of all, using this site, you need to configure your application. So this is nothing but a Google Developer Console, and first we need to create Google project. By using this particular button, you are creating Google project. You can see these 3 projects are already created, and right now I am selecting this particular Google Drive API JavaScript project. You can see this left right corner, this particular project name, Google Drive API JavaScript. After you creating this particular Google Drive API JavaScript project, basically the name of this project, you can just put any name as you want. Within a dashboard, you can see this particular Google Drive API. This particular API you need to enable under this particular section, library. So when you click on this library, under this particular library section, there are a lot of APIs are available. As per your requirement, you need to enable your APIs. Right now I am enable this Google Drive API. After that, you need to create OAuth consent screen. So what is OAuth consent screen? OAuth consent screen is just like one kind of container. By using this particular container, your application can access user permission, what type of user permission you are given, what type of scope you are providing in your application, the way your client can access your application. You can see this particular name, Drive API application. This is nothing but a name of OAuth consent screen. You can put any name as you want. Okay. Right now I am using free Gmail account. So free Gmail account has only one options are available, external user type. Because this is not a G Suite account. A G Suite account is organizational based. That means you have an organization, all the member of your organization can access particular application. You can see this make internal option is disabled for me. I hope you understand this particular point. So if you have any confusion regarding this particular section, I have created a separate video regarding all those things. Please watch those videos before watching this video. Okay. After you creating this OAuth consent screen, you need to enable credential. There are 3 kinds of credentials are there. First, API key. Second, OAuth 2.0 client IDs and service account. Basically, API keys and OAuth 2.0 client IDs are used for front-end based application. But OAuth 2.0 client ID you can also use for server-side based application. But API key is only accessible for front-end based application. That means JavaScript based application. You can see this name of this particular OAuth client ID, name web client 1, and this is the client ID. So you can see this particular client ID only accessible for web application. So when you click on this edit button, you can see this name of this particular API key, that means OAuth 2.0 client ID. You need to specify this particular URL on this particular section. Suppose you have a application and this application is hosted on production server. In that case, we need to specify your production URL under this particular section. my application run on localhost and under this particular port number 44305. That's why I am specifying this particular URL under this particular text box. You can add multiple URL. That means multiple web-based application can access this particular web client 1, that means OAuth 2.0 client ID, and this is nothing but a credential. By using this credential, your application can access Google Drive API or any other Google Drive API. So if you have any query regarding this particular video, or if you have any suggestion regarding my YouTube channel, just feel free to put into the comment box. I hope you like this particular video. That's it for today. Have a good day.